99.9 KSIZ, where the MSP comes alive. It's info and entertainment. Sizzlin 99.9. Oh, come on.
Great things are happening right here. Good afternoon, Minneapolis St Paul. Thanks for being here. Paulie Spit here on a cloudy Saturday. My God, I'm in the studio today. Weather is 45 degrees with highs of 57. And the great thing about all of this is that we have got Ken Madden, and we're doing a pop-up today. It was brought to you by Mad K Studio. And Ken is on the ground at Caffeine and Octane at the Automotorplex in Medina. Buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me? We got any sound?
Yeah, I got your sound, man.
Fantastic. Oh, we're doing good. Heck of a show here today.
Well, tell us a little bit about it.
So I'm here on, let's see, I'll step outside. Maybe we'll be able to see it a little bit better. I'm sitting in the back of the black cloud. Let me give you a shout around here. So it's a pretty big day. These are all new buildings over here. These are all brand new. We got a drone flying around. But pretty awesome show. Lots of cars, a lot of people here, and a little bit chilly. About 50 degrees and a little breeze going, but a little chilly out. All in all, it's nice to see cars out again and people out doing something,
Well, the great thing about Medina, all right, and it's easily accessible. There's a lot of parking in that whole area, and it's a great a variety of people. I mean, tell us a little bit about the surrounding. What are you seeing out there right now?
Well, in the way of cars or the way of folks, a little bit of everything.
Kind of everything, man.
Yeah, the car world here is a mix of just about everything. I'll flip it around. Look, I mean, here's a Tesla. You can see that walking through there as we are driving through as we talk. One of the things I like about these Motorplex shows, as kind of a old school, jaded, hot rod, muscle car guy, you don't see. I never knew much about what's going on in the new car world, the Audis, the BMWs. There's a ton of them here. And these guys are hot rodders. They're just doing it with a different kind of car. And seeing that and being able to sit and talk with these guys, there are some classics here, too. I followed in a 59 Chrysler Imperial. That was just amazing. You'll see pictures of that later I'll be posting. In fact, I come here because I try to find interesting cars that I can take pictures to create artwork out of later. And that's one of the big reasons I'm here. And I figure as long as we're here, let's talk to Paulie, because why not, right?
Yeah, and I'm thankful that you were able to connect with us and do a little bit of walk around. But and not only are there a lot of cars, the people. I mean, the enthusiasm. For them to be out, rubbing elbows with their friends, and seeing people that they haven't seen for since the winter and the pandemic, has come around. But what are you seeing right now? Because when you were doing the walk around, what types of cars are there? Imports? Are there trucks? Are there cars? Are there bikes there as well, or what?
Yes. So there's a few motorcycles rolling. A little bit chilly. I almost rode mine today. It's a little cold for that. But, you see a little bit of everything. I would say it leans more towards the newer cars, maybe 25 years older, 25 years old and newer. But, these are the cream of the crop of what's happening right now. There's, oh boy, what was one of the cars I saw that was really incredible today was a new Corvette. I mean, there's 2 or 3 of the new Corvettes around. Some of what these guys, so there's an Audi club in town. I don't know if it's these guys are here. I'm going to go talk to them a little bit while. But some of these guys, what they do with their Audis, I just think are so cool. Like the A4s and the A6s, in the wagons, in the sedans. You and me growing up, Paulie, you wouldn't want a 4-door or a station wagon. And now you look at these things, and they're so freaking cool. It's you look at what these guys are doing to them. They're tuning them all up, and they're twin turbos, just incredible. So it's pretty neat all in all. A little bit of everything out here.
And the nice thing about having a good variety, you're going to see that in the people as well. What are the ages that you're seeing that are walking around? I'm sure there's, families, there's dogs, there's, kind of a great mix of people there, aren't there?
and this is the great thing. One of the things I noticed about like the Back to the 50s shows and some of the other car shows, it's a lot of mostly where I'm one of the younger guys there, and I'm 52 years old, so I'm not young. And these shows bring out the kids. I mean, there is a ton of people here in their 20s and even younger, teens and 20s. But these are their cars that they're seeing. This is their good old days. Like, we talk about the good old days of the 70s running around in GTOs and stuff, but this is the good old days for someone that's 20 right now, and it's just really, really fun to watch and see, all the different young people getting involved and getting excited about this, because it's the future of the sport, and I fully embrace it, because I think that without that, this will die. I mean, it's going to get into electric cars. Like I just saw, there's a Tesla drove by. There's an electric car. Well, I'm excited about electric cars, not for the environmental part of it, but the thing that they're fast and they're cool, and Tesla figured it out, and that excites the youth, and the young people check these things out, and seeing that is really inspiring to me to do some work. So some of the pictures I'm taking are of the newer cars, the newer vehicles, to try and introduce the automotive arts now into the younger generation too, so they kind of have a full appreciation of it. So there's just a lot going on, and a lot of different folks, and some people didn't dress for 50 degrees and cold. There's especially a few people walking around in shorts, and they're freezing. But, I was prepared because, I was going to ride a boat motorcycle, so I dressed for that. But I'm sitting in the car now just because it's kind of windy. But, this has been great. I think this is going to be an excellent summer.
Have you been able to speak to any of the owners of the garages? And, for the people that are, basically tuning in right now, Ken Madden from Mad Case Studios at the Auto Motorplex in Medina. There's a show out there, Caffeine and Octane. And the greatest thing that's happening at this location is that this was built for car aficionados to store their cars. So I guess my question to you, Ken, previously was, have you been able to speak to any of the owners of the garages there?
I've talked briefly to a few of them. There's one garage here, and I can't remember the folks' name, but there was a 57 Chevy that they were working on last year, and it looks like they got pretty close to finish. I'm going to go back over and talk to them. When I tried to get in there earlier, there was just they had some friends over, and I don't want to pester anybody, but I have some questions for them about how that car came out. And I have talked to, let me see if I can get my information out, but there's a few other people that are vendors here that I've talked to as well, that I'm just trying to make some connections with, and see if we can't kind of promote my art business, but just the car culture as a whole in the cities, and kind of like what you're doing here. But I'm looking for, if you're one of the people that own one of the places out here, the Motorplex here or the one in Chanhassen, I am looking for some creative outlets for some of my work, and you will get one heck of a deal if we can come together and create some artwork. So I just have some ideas that I want to do, and if I can partner up with somebody that owns one of these buildings, and we can make something specifically for that. That's kind of one of the things I'm trying to do, because I like the idea of that, of just creating something specific for someone's garage with their cars and their feel to it. And I will do a few of them just to do them, and get the idea out there and just test the concept out. So that's one of the things I'm doing here. So I'll be doing some more of that too, and I'll do another Facebook Live later this afternoon as well as the cars change.
Let's talk a little bit about your Mad Case Studios. What is it that you do? I'm getting a text right now from several people. Tell them a little bit about Mad Case Studios.
All right. So Mad Case Studios, that is my art business. So I'm an artist and designer. I'm one of the founders of Zero. You can probably see my bandana here is all Zero. But I've done automotive art and design and portraiture and things like that for many, many years. And I've decided to make that my retirement, and I'm not ready to retire yet, so I'm just building it up. So I do portraits of cars. So if you have a custom car or a classic car or a brand new car or a car that you don't even have anymore that maybe you have a picture of that grandma had from back in the 40s, I will take that and create a really cool piece of art for you. That's one of a kind. It's kind of my goal is not to just capture the car. I'm trying to capture a moment in history of a vehicle and tell that story, and just the Americana of it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a foreign car or not. It's just the idea of just capturing that moment in history, the memories of that car. A lot of people spend bunch of time restoring their cars, and they deserve to have a really cool. I'm a photographer too, so I don't want to belittle that idea, but anyone can take a picture of their car, especially with the good cameras now, and hang it on the wall. But this is art creation. This really has more feeling to it. So that's kind of what I'm doing is building my own art empire based around automotive arts. So hopefully I'm going to try to get down to SEMA this year if they have it, and I won't be displaying this year, but possibly next year at SEMA. So we'll keep that a little bit under the hat.
Let's talk a little bit about the not just the art field, but you're also involved with the motorcycles. Let's bring that in as well.
Oh, absolutely. So we have. Oh, I can show you right here. Look at this. I just happen to have a catalog in my. So this is Gold Strike. That's our Goldwing parts business, and we also have Ciro, which is CIRO, and I design and we manufacture and sell motorcycle parts and accessories for Harley Davidsons and Honda Goldwings 2018 and up for the Goldwings. And we started that in 2014, me and 3 other guys, and it's been a ride, but it's finally starting to really turn into something cool. And we go to Sturgis, we go to a lot of the rallies around this year. Of course, last year we didn't get to much, but we do. If you have a Harley Davidson, go to Ciro3D.com, CIRO3D.com. You can check out all the really cool stuff we've got going on there. But so that's what we do with the motorcycle world.
So you do quite a bit. In the event that I'm getting another text here. Is there a phone number, or how would they contact you in regards to any artwork?
Best thing to do is just go to my madkstudio.com website and drop me an email from there. You can email me at ken@madkstudio.com. I don't really, the phone thing, a lot of times I just don't end up hearing the phone and seeing it because I got so much going on that I don't want to lose a message. So the best way to get a hold of me is through my email or Facebook. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, just Mad K Studio. If you Google Mad K Studio, you will find me. And it's MADDK Studio. I'm all over the place. So any of those channels you can find me, and I give a free estimate, and we can walk through the process. I've got videos on my YouTube channel, my Mad K Studio YouTube channel, and on my website, kind of explaining how you actually go about getting a car done. And a lot of those videos have time-lapse videos of how I do it. So you can see it as I'm talking, telling you the story. You can watch a drawing appear right before your eyes through time-lapse videos.
So Johnny, we got a Johnny watching right now, and Johnny wants to know how long the show runs for today, and are there tickets available?
It runs from 1 to 4, and I don't know if I bought my ticket like a week ago, because last month, if you remember, you and I were going to do this last month, and I didn't get a ticket to get in. So this month I got the ticket, but I'm not sure. You'd have to check on the line. But it looks like people are there. There's a lot of people here, and they're letting in cars. I think they probably have let in as many cars as are going to come in here. But it seems like people are able to walk through and at least check it out. So it could run from 1 to 4. You just have to check online and see. But it looks to me like you could probably still be able to walk in and walk around and see the cars.
Here's the question then. I need to know how many cars are around you right now. Where you're parked, where you're parked at, how many cars? Are you in a row of cars?
Yes. I can get out and show you. It's just we have the music's blaring in the background, so if it gets too loud, just let me know. But I'll show you where I'm parked here. Let's see. So there's quite a few cars parked about. I'm in a row of BMWs, and as you can see, it's just a nice tidy row. It's actually pretty good where you can still get around and see what's happening in the show itself. I've been here in the past when it's wide open and there's so much traffic you can't even get through. So I guess this limiting the cars right now, I think, is probably something that they'll continue because the flow of getting through here is a lot better. So it's worth coming down and checking out for sure.
For all of our friends that are listening right now, we have a pop-up going on to you. It's brought to you by Mad K Studios with owner Ken Madden on the ground at Caffeine and Octane at Automotorplex in Medina. Anything else to report out there, pal?
Not much. We've got the Monster crew is out here from Monster Drinks, and
yeah.
they're giving away free drinks as usual. They usually come down here, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna walk around a little bit more, and I will happy to send you some images, some things of stuff that I'm seeing. I'm taking a bunch of pictures. I got my handy dandy DSLR here, so I'll be taking a bunch of pictures and probably be doing a Facebook Live before I go again. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay, but it does go to 4. I'll be here till at least 3, I'm sure.
And just to reiterate that the one of the producers is of the show today at the Caffeine and Octane at the Automotorplex in Medina is the BMW of Minnetonka. So cool.
Yeah, I think they're around here somewhere.
All right. Well, thank you for being on today. And send me some pics. Maybe we'll kind of post it up and see what's happening. How long are you going to be out there for?
I'll be out here at least another hour because it's still pretty busy. And there's a Jaguar, an old XKE Jaguar.
Yeah.
That I need to take some pictures of. And the hood's up right now. I want to get the hood down because I want to do some drawings with that car in particular. I've got some cool shots of the spoked wheels and things I'm going to do a painting of, but I need to do a real shot of the whole car, so I'm going to go work on that right now.
Are there any hot rods out there?
Not many. Like old school hot rods. What I consider old school hot rod is pre-World War II. I haven't seen any out here yet, but there's usually 1 or 2 that show up, and there might be 1 or 2 pops in the garage too. You just never know.
So cool, Ken Madden. Thanks for being on today.
Hey, glad to be on here. It's always great to be on the radio with you, Paulie, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Nicely done. A little bit of Ken Madden out at the Automotorplex in Medina. A little bit of live feed from him for today. And you're listening to Paulie Spit on KSIZ Sizzlin 99.9. Thanks for being here today. And don't forget, on Monday, Ken will return at 8:15 in the morning, and we'll go over some of the things that he saw over at the show, as well as some of the new items that he'd like to cover on Monday at 8:15 on Local Monday, followed by Charles Shane from the Dell Counts. He'll be joining me as well. And actually, we have an announcement that we're going to be moving Charles Shane's show over to Wednesday. So all those details will be coming up on Monday. At 9:15 on Local Monday will be Christopher Allen Skoog from TSI Smith Nielsen. He'll talk to us and tell us a little bit about all of the action at the shop, as well as the May 29th show that's coming up. It's their annual show. Unfortunately, they weren't able to have it last year, but this year promises to be huge. That's right. We're talking huge. Then on Just Cruise Tuesday, we'll talk about all of the cruises that happened this past week. And don't forget tonight, beginning at 6 o'clock, Coon Rapids Boulevard Cruise. That's right. The Saturday night with Keith Stevens. Keep them moving, baby. That's right. And car shows Thursday, we will have Brian Warhol will be coming on. And, we've got so many things happening on those days. We got car chow features, so stop in on Thursdays. And it's Friday with Matt Camaro, the Hawaiian from Frozen Ohana. The beauty about that is what? We talk about everything local on the cruise lane, Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. Thanks for being here today. Time for me to kick out and return to my nap. Oh, you listen to Paulie Spit on KSIZ Sizzlin 99.9.